Hey besties, it's Nat, back again with another Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise speed build. Today we have a very special speed build for you all. For those of you who don't know, I may have mentioned it a couple of times, you may have noticed. I don't know if you can see the boxes behind me. You can't, but there's boxes behind me. I'm moving soon, and I am very excited. Now, this is my first time fully furnishing an apartment, so I thought it would be fun if we attempted to recreate said apartment in New Horizons. Emphasis on thought it would be fun. I don't know why I thought that. It was extremely difficult, as you can probably tell by the title, and also just by thinking about it for like 5 seconds. But I tried my best. I'm going to show you my results in a minute. Several housekeeping things. First of all, as you can see, we're having a cute little wet hair moment right now, and I just took the most delightful normal temperature shower of my life. You wouldn't believe. We'll get into that in the voiceover, besties. We'll get into that. More importantly, you might be thinking, Happy Home Paradise speed build, but you don't have a home in Happy Home Paradise, which, first of all, they should have that. They should allow that. In My Sims Kingdom for the Wii, which I've done a stream of before, it was really fun. That's the best game ever released, by the way. In that game, at the end of the game, you unlock your own island, your own kingdom, and you get to build whatever you want on that island. And I just think that they should allow that in Happy Home Paradise, but whatever, fine. And so, I was brainstorming, like, which villagers should I pick? What should my concept be? And then it came to me. Maddie the dog, my best friend, my twin. She also wants a stylish streamer estate as her Happy Home Paradise build. I'm like, I can give you a stylish streamer estate, bestie. It'll be my estate. We can share it together. Besties for life, okay? So we're building Maddie's house. It's gonna be fabulous. It's gonna be wonderful. You're gonna love it. And we're just gonna jump right into it. Hey besties, it's voiceover Nat, and we are heading into Maddie's house to give her the chocolates to go to Happy Home Paradise. Now, as you can see, when I entered Maddie's house initially, Coco was also there, and she was going to sell me something, but she forgot what it was, and I can relate to that so much. But, I went to go say hi to Maddie. Before I gave her the chocolates, though, I decided, let's take some cute photos with her and Coco because they're hanging out and they're besties now, and maybe, I don't know, maybe Maddie gets added to the love triangle. I'm just kidding. She's not getting added. It's not even a triangle anymore. There's like at least 4 people involved, and I can't get 5 people involved. I'm not doing that. But yeah, we gave her the chocolates and then got on a little plane with her, and it was very cute. Like I said, Maddie, she's my best friend. She's my twin. She's my twinsy. So I thought, what would be more perfect than having Maddie be myself for my recreation of my own apartment. Oh yeah, and I became blonde. I just thought it was appropriate for the occasion. I became blonde, and then we went to a dance party, and I got Maddie started. And the lot that I ended up choosing for the vacation home was the lot that I used in my previous build that I posted, on my previous Happy Home Paradise build that I posted, which was for Biff. That build was so much fun. I'll link it for you guys in the card. We did an alien conspiracy theorist house with like a little secret lab in the attic. So much fun. I love that build so much. I'm so glad I turned that into a video. But yeah, we have a similar layout. I just wanted somewhere with a lot of trees because I really enjoy the trees near my new apartment. But I needed a brick building. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Most old buildings in Atlanta are bricks. I got to pick the colors and all of that, and I went with this nice like pinky red moment for Maddie. I think I kept this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I kept this. I went with this nice pinky red moment for Maddie because she loves a little pink, and the pink and the brown, I thought it suited her. What else? Oh yeah, okay. I have been struggling because I once again am unsure about my choice of road code just for like logistical and practical reasons, because obviously anytime I pick out a code, I'm like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, how did a human being make this? But it's more of like a choosing, like, oh, how do I use this on my island sort of thing. So if my road codes change the next time I do a really big build on my island, don't be surprised, bestie. Don't be surprised. We obviously had to get the crosswalk sign so that Maddie can safely cross the street. That's very important, extremely important. If something happened to Maddie, I don't know what I'd do with myself. But yeah, we have our crosswalk sign. We have our little light poles or whatever. Oh my god, wait, I'm so excited. I'm getting like new internet and like everything. Moving is so exciting. I'm so excited for there to be less noise. Oh my god, I'm dealing with the street noise right now as I'm recording this. Y'all don't know because I have a filter on here, but every couple seconds I have to stop and wait for like the loudest truck in the world to drive by my house, and it's slowly driving me mad. I mean, I talk about it in a lot of videos, but at this point, besties, at this point, like I'm so close to my move, I'm just like, nah, I don't have the patience for this anymore. But yeah, I'm adding in the little trees. Once again, that's why I picked this lot, as I love the trees in the background. I thought that they added a lot to it. A lot. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Okay, besties, but listen. While we work on this outside and add all the cute little decorations and like a bench and like the little mailbox and everything, I have some stories to tell you. This is just going to be story time moment for a minute. I have had such a week. Picture me on Friday last week, blissfully ignorant of what is about to befall me. All right, besties? I'm gonna go back and forth with the colors of the bike and the car and everything. Just give me a minute to figure myself out. Anyways, blissfully ignorant of what is to befall me. Okay, Friday, my hot water goes out. It goes out in the entire building, not just in our unit, in the entire building. No hot water. I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, I didn't know that at first. At first I thought, you know, maybe one of my roommates used all the hot water. I just have to wait a little bit to take a shower. I keep trying it. A couple hours later, a couple hours go by. I try it again. Still no hot water. The next day I try again, still no hot water. I get a text from one of my roommates saying, hey, where's the hot water? And then we get an email saying, hey, we don't know why there's no hot water in the building. You gotta wait until like Tuesday for the gas company to come and check the building. And at that point it was still the weekend, so it's like Tuesday, because they still didn't know why there wasn't any water in the building. So it's like, I guess I just won't exist as a human being for several days and just be gross and so sweaty. Oh my god, so sweaty. Oh my god. So yeah, they basically were like, wait a couple of days, we'll figure this out, you'll be fine. It's like, I won't be fine, but there's also nothing I can do, so I guess I'll have to be fine. And I was not fine. I was right. I was not fine. Obviously, once again, the hot water thing was happening Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, all of the news reports come in. Hey, there's a heat wave coming this week. And what do you think happens on Sunday, besties? What do you think happens on Sunday? That's right. Our AC goes out. I cannot begin to describe. Ooh, oh my god. So going into the week, we had no hot water. And you'd think, okay, let me explain some things for a second. You'd think, like, hey, you have no hot water, but it's 100-something degrees. Oh, yeah, I was hiding Maddie's furniture because I'll come back and delete that later, but I was just hiding it so you couldn't see it. And I didn't want to use it, and I didn't. So here we are. Okay, but yes, we're going to head inside, and I'm going to figure out the windows, and I'm going to finish this story, and you're all going to be like, wow, that's terrible that befell you. But yeah, I was messing with the size of the room. I decided, you know what, first of all, it's Animal Crossing, and you don't need to actually know what my house looks like through Animal Crossing or any other means. That's none of your business, okay? Like literally like a one-to-one like map of my house. That's none of your business. Get out of my business. But a basic like vibe of the house of like, I have a living room, I have a kitchen, I have a bedroom. So that's what we're doing today, besties. We're doing the living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom. And I think that they turned out really cute, but we're messing with the windows in the living room right now. But yes, what happened with the hot water and the AC, right? The water that we were getting, besties, was like ground water temperature, like frigid water, like you step into it and you go numb type of water. So I couldn't, no offense, I can't survive in those conditions. I did that like brick accent wall. I wish I had a brick accent wall, but you know, I was having fun. So let me have some fun, besties. Let me have some fun. We're doing a lot of creative license in this build. Like I mentioned in the intro, this build was really hard. And you know, I'm about to struggle, and I was struggling while I was recording this because the water was too cold to take a shower, but the house was too hot to just be existing in the house. When it said like, oh, it feels like it's 100 degrees because of the humidity and the lack of tree cover or whatever, I was feeling all 103 of those degrees in my house, in my room. Not only that, but I'm packing to move. So I was doing all of this physical labor, and then in between doing physical labor, I would sit down at my desk and then I would do mental labor and like build a house. I was just besties, it was not good. I did not look cute. I did not feel cute. I was struggling. Bad time. I'm trying to pick out a couch. This took me a minute. I completely forgot that, I'll put a picture of my couch. Me on my couch so you guys can see the color of the couch. I completely forgot that there was a brown leather couch in this game that was like modern, and I was like, why is there no couch that's like my couch? There is a couch that's like my couch. I'll figure it out eventually. Just give me a second, besties. But yeah, I was so sweaty. And then we contacted them about the AC, like, hey, the AC is broken. There's a heat wave. Please help us. AC guy's coming on Wednesday. So essentially, my roommates and I had to spend all of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday sweating to death in the apartment. Oh yeah, I changed the wallpaper to this like this blue wood because I eventually came to this conclusion, right, that everything I was doing was just representative of my apartment and like my ideal decorations. I do own this bookshelf though. I do have this bookshelf, but most of the things in the apartment were just gonna be representative of real life items. They were not going to match in the slightest. So I was just having a little fun with it. I chose this wallpaper because it matches the blue of my apartment better than the plain wallpaper. I chose this table because I was looking at tulip tables online and I was considering them, and they're cute and I like them, but they're a little too expensive and like I wasn't committed to them. But in Animal Crossing, I can just pick one of like 5 tables and it's the tulip table, and there we go. So that's sort of like my thoughts process going into this build was, this is my experimentation, but like if I only had like 2 furniture stores to go to, it's like experimentation but super limited. Like if I could do XYZ, if I owned a Van Gogh, though actually I could get a Van Gogh print pretty easily, but like if I owned a Van Gogh, if I had a bunch of plants that I could keep alive, that's the big theme of this build, besties. If in real life I was capable of keeping plants alive and I also wasn't afraid of putting nails in my wall so I could hang plants up, this is my dream. That square lamp though, that is representative of a real lamp from IKEA that I own because it cost $10. I will point out like things that are like representative of real stuff that I have, you know, for fun, and also for like experimentation of like this is when I actually met the challenge, as opposed to like this is when I was just having fun. I was just having fun with those paintings. I do have a lot of art. I've mentioned this in videos before, but I have photography is one of my hobbies, and I plan on printing out some of my own work and displaying it in my house. I'll pop up a bop 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 bop. Things will go up, I guess. But I'm gonna display some of my art in my house. It's so weird to say that because like I feel like I know this is stupid and like it doesn't make sense, but like when I say I will display my art, I don't know how to draw, so in my mind I'm like, you don't know how to draw, you don't have like drawings or paintings, which first of all is also a lie. This is when I figured out that the leather couch existed and I felt so stupid. We ended up putting 2 of them and it was just the easiest way to do it. But I was like, first of all, you do have paintings that you've made and you do have them displayed in your room. You have watercolors that you did displayed in your room. They're not good watercolors. They're very amateurish, but you did them. So first of all, that's a lie. Second of all, your photography is art, bestie. Get it together, okay? Just be proud of what you've made. That's my new goal for myself. Be proud of what I've made. And you know, I speaking of things that I'm proud of what I made, I am proud of how this living room area turned out. It's really cute. I picked this gingham pattern to be my rug. I have a bunch of rug shopping has been the most stressful thing because rugs are so expensive, and I was looking at some really bold, interesting colors and patterns, and I was like, this is a really scary investment. But I think I have my rugs picked out. I'm excited to put them down and have a little bit of noise cancellation happening and like the echoing and stuff. It's, you know, I've been hanging out there and cleaning and like getting things ready for the move, and it's nice, but it's funny because it's so empty, because it's like just the couch and nothing else. But you know, we'll get it together, besties. We'll get the furniture together. I added a second couch because they don't really have L-shaped couches in this game. I do really like when people do like the L-shaped couch using the patchwork furniture. That's what that set is called, the patchwork set, and it has an incredible bed that I'm going to use later in the build. But yeah, I love a little patchwork. I'm adding more plants. Would you believe it, besties? Would you believe it? And then at some point during this build, I remember that there's a glass coffee table in this game that's like a weird fun shape. I was also looking at coffee tables like that, and I'm gonna throw that in this build, and I'm very excited to have that as well. But that'll be later because I forgot that existed. These posters are representative of actual posters that I have of flowers and bugs. And of course, also representative of the fact that I completed the flowers and or the bugs and the fish. You know, go me, besties. Giving myself a pat on the back for that. You know, I really worked for that. Oh yeah, I was changing. You gotta remember to change the weather, besties, and all your builds. Very important stuff. Now we're getting in with the kitchen. Now I wanted to have a little bit of a fun tile in the kitchen because I have a fun tile in real life. And I sort of figured that out by doing like a classic like black and white checker moment. But it sort of is, it's a little sus. It's a little bit sus. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, but I think it works. I used this pattern that's like a, I forget the name of it. There's a name for this type of pattern, and my brain is blanking on what it's called. But I used that type of pattern uh, on the ground because it looked white, and I did like a road tile as like, and I alternated them. And it looks, if you look too closely at it, you're like, oh, that's stupid. But I also tried it with rugs, and the rugs were just a little bit too big for the area. But you know, I was trying to be a little inventive, try to be a little bit clever, and it sort of worked. So you know, pat once again, pat on the back to me. I've sort of figured something out. See, here I am with the pattern. What is that called when you have like the little holes? I know what that's called, like in fashion, and it's not in my brain. I swear to God, all of the loudest trucks are driving by my house right now, and it's not even normally the hour where they're this loud. And I specifically was like, okay, I can record at this hour, and it'll probably not be that loud. But I was wrong. I was wrong. And then right after I said that, it happened again, and I had to pause again. And I am quite livid. Actually, I'm quite livid. But my new place, I've said this before, but my new place, blissfully quiet. Like I said, I've been hanging out there. My roommates and I have been hanging out there because there's actually AC in there. As opposed to, okay, we got the AC working again yesterday, and thank God we did, because I would not be able to record this voiceover if we hadn't, because I would just be sweating to death in my chair, unable to speak normally. And you know, you guys already know I have trouble speaking to begin with, so can you imagine me in the heat? But yes, okay, did I ever finish that story earlier in the build, or did I go off on a tangent about like a chair or like a Van Gogh or something? I don't even know. Yes, but in between getting the AC fixed and not having AC, we were hanging out over there, blissfully quiet, didn't hear a car. We saw so many people with their pets. There was like, you know, the trees, there was shade, it was beautiful. I'm obsessed. And yeah, then I can just record freely at any time of the day and not have to interrupt myself every 5 seconds because the loudest car in all of America and the US and Canada and Mexico is driving by my house. Like why? Like just why? You know, like just why? And it's like they know. It's like they know. They know. It's like the bus in SpongeBob when they go to rock bottom. The bus knew, and it kept leaving. Except it's the opposite, where the bus shows up every time that I don't want it to be here. Oh my God! But thankfully, we're so close to having no more of that, and I'm so excited to be able to record in peace. Okay. No more ranting about cars. We finished the story about the AC now. I'm 100% sure that I did that. I'm working on the kitchen now. The kitchen is very loose, okay? An Animal Crossing kitchen just does not look like a real life kitchen. We just have to accept that and move on. I threw in some more plants because, once again, hypothetical, if I was able to keep plants alive, then I would, but I'm not capable. So we're gonna try. In my new place, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna be so normal and so good at taking care of plants. Whatever the opposite of a green thumb is, that's what I have, besties. Oh yeah, I threw in Maddie's picture because of course. And then I think we're gonna cut to upstairs, start working on the bedroom area for Miss Maddie. Now this is the part of the build where I was like, this is perfect for her, you know? As we previously discussed, Maddie is not only my twin, and my best friend, but she also wants a stylish streamer estate, and I too want a stylish streamer estate. I can't get an estate. I can get like maybe 500 square feet if I'm lucky, but still, we're gonna make it an estate. Once again, we have the best bed in the game. I was adjusting the windows, you know, messing with using the different wallpapers. I ended up going with the Starry Night wallpaper and using my glow in the dark stickers and my window codes, which unfortunately the creator no longer shares on their page. But yes, I was using those codes, and I had like a little starry night moment. So it's nighttime in the upstairs, and it's super cozy and super cute and super stylish, and perfect for a streamer like Maddie. She has the big multi-monitor setup that I do not have. But you know, this is it's representative, and it's also a bit of fantasy, bestie. So get into it. You know, this is my dream. It's like a dream streamer bedroom. You know, the bed actually is pretty accurate to my real life bed, including like the green bedspread, but it's not as cute as this bedspread. If I had this bedspread, I would be so annoying. I'd be like, look at my bedspread, look at my bed, like, isn't that cute? I would never shut up about it, I'm sorry. But you know, we have our pretty basic, once again, the basic IKEA furniture. But you know what, it's cheap and it works, and I needed dressers. I actually finished packing all of my stuff for my dressers, and I just have a couple more like seasonal clothes that I have stored on my bed. Pack that. I'm gonna do a load of laundry, pack my like normal clothes up in my suitcase, and then be out of here, besties. No more cars, no AC, no hot water, no more of that. Okay, the world is gonna be my oyster, besties, and I'm so excited. I'm so deserving. Honestly, old people were really onto something with some of their sayings. Like they were really onto something with that. Old people, their minds. Anyways, I got rid of the white brick in this area because I thought it was a little bit too stark, and I wanted this room, like I said, to be cozy. So we ended up just having the accent wall and like focusing on the greenish blue colors. And this room is actually like really colorful. There's a lot of green, there's a lot of blue, there's a lot of pink, a lot of accents of pink, perfect for Maddie. But we're mostly gonna focus on having a blue and green theme. If you've watched any of my previous builds, you know how I love blues and greens, and that rings true in real life as well. We ended up going with the blue monitor setup and the sim game, of course, the sim game. What other game, besties? We had the blue monitor setup, where we had the same like green and like dark brown setup going on downstairs. Here we have like the white wood furniture and the greens and a little bit of blues and lots of plants, and that's just the vibes. That's just the vibes, bestie. It's a great vibe. I love the vibe. I was having a little bit of fun here. Once again, there's like supposed to be a closet behind where that like partition is. Obviously we can't have that in this game. But I was just having a little fun. Like, what if I had like a fun little partition? I don't. I also don't have a clothing rack, though I might actually get a clothing rack just, for extra storage. I think this is around the time that I started seeing furniture in the catalog that I previously hadn't seen, where I was like, oh, I should use that downstairs. Like, for example, this artsy table, that's what it's called. I love that. That's so funny. And I was like, oh, I should use that because that looks like the coffee table that I looks like the coffee table that I was looking at in real life. I picked out a different coffee table, and I'm going to pick it up soon, and I'm very excited. Obviously, we had to have a bubble tea. We had to have a bubble tea. It was literally, this is how you know Maddie and I are twins, besties. This is how you know we're twins. In her recommended items, where she's like, I'd really like if you put this in my house, please. She has all of the bubble teas. I'm like, bestie, we're on the same wavelength. The bestie waves are in the air. You can detect them with science, obviously. But anyways, I actually saw a TikTok the other day. I don't like go on TikTok because I'm old, as we've discussed. Every time I'm on a stream and everyone's like, have you seen this TikTok? I'm old. I'm not on TikTok. I choose to torture myself by going on Twitter. Anyways, when I saw this TikTok of this girl who was like, I have just accepted that I am not the hot girl, okay? The hot girl, she's incredible. I used to aspire to be her. I realized that's not me, and that's okay. And instead, I'm going to be focused on being the cute girl, okay? I'm cute. I'm cutesy. I put a little bow in my hair. I put like, I'm adorable. Look at my rosy little cheeks. I was like, you know what? I felt so seen by that. I was like, I can do that. I can be the cute girl. I can drink my little bubble tea and have my cute little outfits and do crazy blush. So much blush, besties. Maddie, she's a cute girl. Okay. That girl in the TikTok, she was having cute girl summer. I was like, I'm so happy for you, bestie. Me too. I was throwing in extra stuff in the kitchen. I remember that those shelves existed. I was like, I need shelves because I'm trying to make it look like a real kitchen. In a real kitchen, you have shelves. Hopefully, if you don't have shelves in your kitchen, I'm so sorry, bestie. I know sometimes apartments, it's like, here's your one closet where you have to put all of your stuff. That's sort of how I feel in my apartment, to be honest. I don't know where I'm gonna I have to like hang up my brooms and my little vacuum and everything. Talking about problems like that makes me feel so old. I'm like, oh my god, I'm a grown lady, and like, where am I gonna store my little vacuum and my little broom? I'm like, oh my god. It just puts it into perspective of like, oh no, I'm not a baby anymore. I'm like, oh, I'm an old lady. Oh yeah, one thing I'm going to mention downstairs is the mirror is also representative of a real IKEA mirror that, of course, because I'm a fake adult. I feel like their 20s are like being a fake adult. It's like, oh, I'm a real adult. Like I own furniture and stuff, but it's all like the cheapest possible furniture. And I live in the cheapest possible apartment and everything. And I still only eat things that take one step to make. But I'm an adult. I'm adulting. I should not have used that word. I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm putting my IKEA lamps. I'm putting my potato chips on the floor. We haven't seen a bag of chips in a minute, besties. Actually, okay, no, there was a bag of chips in the Biff build, but I did the Biff build like in March or whatever. So in my mind, I'm like, I haven't seen a bag of chips in a minute, but I have in fact seen a bag of chips in a minute. You have definitely, but I had to throw the bag of chips down. I love a bag of chips on the not on the floor. I don't love it on the floor, but I do love to eat a bag of chips. You know what? Okay, can I say something very embarrassing? I have this issue. Maybe it's because of the heat, melting the chocolate or something, but every time I eat specifically Kit Kats, they somehow get all over me and I feel like a baby. I feel like a baby. I'm like, how did this get in the places where it's at? I don't know. I don't understand the physics of that, making no sense. I threw in that picture of Filbert because I discussed in my previous video how it might have not been in a video. It might have been in a stream. I discussed at some point how Filbert, I had a dream where he and Marshall were like my sons. Okay, let me talk about this dream for a minute while I put down this rug, and then we'll get back to the chocolate thing. I had a dream a couple of nights ago, back when I was dealing with like the heat and the no water and everything, where I was on the beach. I was walking on the beach, and it was like my Animal Crossing beach. And normally, like when you're your player character, you and your villagers are roughly the same size, depending on the species of villager. But I was like my normal size, and they were like a foot tall. Like they were like baby size. And Filbert and Marshall were there, and they were like my kids, and I like picked them up in my arms, and I was like holding one of them in each arm, and I was like walking down the beach with them, and they were so cute. I'm like, oh my god, my two sons, I love them. So I threw in that picture of Filbert because I thought it was cute, but I ended up not keeping it because it wasn't fitting my vibe. So I'm sorry to my son, but you can't be in my room. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. It was just you didn't fit my decor, the aesthetic that I was going for. But he was in there for a minute, and so I'm happy for him. Anyways, the chocolate thing. I don't know what it is about Kit Kats, or like if anyone else has this issue. I feel like a baby. I get chocolate everywhere. I'm like, how did this happen? How am I eating like this? I was messing with the sock on the ground, obviously, as well. That's an essential. I would never go a day by in my life without putting a sock on the ground. But yes, the chocolate has been a struggle for me, especially because I've been doing a lot of manual labor, so I've been trying to get a lot of sugar in my body to keep me going. I packed up so much of my room, and I've been eating a lot of Kit Kats. They have these new flavors of Kit Kats that have like a mocha one. The mocha one's the best one, first of all. They have a strawberry one. They have a mint one, which is the flavor's a lot. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. I like the mint. It's like a big Andes candy, but it's a little bit too big and a little bit too much going on. And I've been eating those, and they're really good. But I do get them everywhere every time I eat them. So I was just wondering if anyone else was having this incredibly embarrassing experience that makes them feel like a dumb baby, or if that was just me. And if it is just me, that's fine. This isn't the first time I've embarrassed myself on this channel. Probably won't be the last, but just checking, especially because normally I do love a Kit Kat. I've always loved a little Kit Kat, but normally peanut M&Ms were my chocolate of choice, bestie, when I needed a little bit of sugar in my life. But recently I've had an epiphany. A couple of weeks ago, I was eating peanut M&Ms as I normally do. And goodbye, Filbert, by the way. Sorry about that, bestie. I was eating peanut M&Ms as I normally do, and my throat started to close up. And I thought, like, maybe I need to open a window. Maybe like something has gone off in the apartment. So I checked the apartment, and like, all the apartment's clean. There's not any like food that's gone bad or anything that's like making it hard to breathe. But I didn't really think anything else of it past that, because like by the next day it had gone away. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's normal. And I went about my day. And then a couple weeks later, I wanted like a savory snack. And I was like, oh, I'll get like a peanut butter cracker and eat that while I'm like editing or something. And I was eating that, and then my throat started to close up again. And I looked at it and I was like, wait a second. The peanuts, I think I may have developed a peanut allergy that I did not previously have. And I have not eaten peanut M&Ms since. I don't think it's like a severe peanut allergy. Like I said, my throat was closing up a little bit, but it wasn't like catastrophic where like I was gonna die. It was just like it was hard for me to breathe. Like I had a sore throat essentially. And same thing with obviously there's lots of like Kit Kats and things are made in factories with peanut products. So, you know, that hasn't been hurting me at all when I eat the Kit Kats. But I definitely have a mild peanut allergy that I did not used to have, and I'm still really grappling with it because peanut M&Ms were so central to my life, and now they're just gone, and I feel a little bit lost. I'm not gonna lie. I had a conversation with my mom on the phone because she has the same thing with both peanuts and jelly beans, where it's like if she couldn't eat either of those things, she would simply perish. Like that's like the staple of her, of keeping her alive. I come from a family of women who love a little snack, who love a little beverage. Okay, I love a little beverage. I love a little treat. And it was just funny to be on the phone with her, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, if I couldn't eat peanuts and jelly beans, I simply don't know what I would do. And I was grappling with that in the moment, besties. So, you know, that's also why I'm dealing with this Kit Kat issue, where I'm realizing that I get Kit Kats all over myself every time I eat them, and it's very embarrassing. I put up a lot of stuffed animals in this room, as you can see. This room is really coming together. We have the laptop on the floor, we have the cushion, we have the little green tea, we have the socks on the ground, we have the chips, we have the record wall, we have my shirt, my Glossier hoodie that I wear literally all the time, hung up on the wall, as well as my baseball cap. And, you know, I have the Rossetti model, or I used to have the Rossetti model in the dresser. I think I replaced it. Oh, yeah, I replaced it with sweaters, but I used to have the Rossetti model. I just wanted to have as many plushies and little figurines as possible to represent my real life dorkiness, and decorating my room with little plushies and figurine, which I did unfortunately have to pack away, and I can't look at them anymore, and it makes me sad. But they'll be back soon. I was texting out. I didn't know that chair lit up. I was having a lot of fun making sure that the room was traversable, at least slightly. I remember to shine stuff. I used the bubble one because I thought it was like really cute. And this room is so adorable, and I am obsessed. I am obsessed. So we're shining things. I think I go downstairs and I shine some stuff as well. I was messing with the lighting, just making it super duper cozy and like nighttime, and you know, it's a little bit of a fantasy bedroom, but I think it works as a fantasy bedroom. And I picked the park sounds because it's like, oh, the trees rustling in the wind and the dogs barking and like people walking, you know, like nice calm sounds, not like the loudest truck in the world driving by your house at full speed. Like a nice ambient city noise as opposed to an invasive ambient city noise. Ooh, and we're almost at the end of the build. This is exciting. I threw in radios in both rooms, and they're both playing Bubblegum KK because, of course, that was the automatic music that was playing because, of course, Maddie has taste. Anyways, I was shining things, throwing in some extra decorations. I guess I went back upstairs for some reason. Oh, it's just the game. I was walking, and Maddie shoved me upstairs or something. You know how it is. But yeah, I was shining some things, adjusting some things, making it look really cute. Honestly, this is not a bad approximation of my living room and my kitchen and my bedroom in the apartment, or at least my vision for them. It's not great, but it's not that bad. This was definitely hard, like I mentioned in the intro, but you know, I think it worked out pretty all right. I think it turned out pretty cute. And outro me is going to talk a little bit more about that. I was trying so hard to turn the TV on. It's a cartoon. That's perfect. That's exactly me. But yeah, we're gonna head into the outro now, and here we are. All right, besties, here we are in me and Maddie's adorable little bedroom. Let me know which room in the house is your favorite. I think the bedroom is my favorite, but it's a toss-up between the living room and the bedroom for me. Also, the outside does count as a room, so you can also include that. Maddie's enjoying a delicious lollipop. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment letting me know what you thought. Leave a comment for Maddie. Leave a comment telling Maddie what your favorite room in her house is, because she's the bestie. If you really liked this video, you can subscribe and hit the little bell to be notified every time that I post. Another way to get notified every time that I post is to join my Discord, much more reliable. I'm also going to be posting another speed build on Saturday where I recreate my new apartment, but in The Sims 4. So if you've been waiting for some Sims 4 videos, besties, be on the lookout for that. I'm very excited for that one. It's gonna go way better. I can already tell it's gonna go way better. I'm excited to compare and contrast. Anyways, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all again on Saturday. Bye. Ooh, we should do it with Maddie. Wait. Bye.